guys, it's Jay Connor here back with a new video, and today I'm finally gonna be showing off my Blu-ray and DVD collection for this year. Just like I always do every year. It looks a little different though, because now I got shelves put in for this, but there's also some other things added as well. But I'm not going to do too much talking. Let's just get right into it. We got this Lego Vespa and a mini Vespa. Kind of reminds me of the Pixar movie Luca. I find that movie really underrated, honestly. But first row, we have The Greatest Showman. Honestly, it's not a movie I like as much as I did when I first saw it, but it's not bad. But then we also have another movie musical, In the Heights. This one I really enjoy. Has a lot of good songs in it, and I just love Lin-Manuel Miranda because he did the soundtrack like he did for Hamilton. But I just really loved everything about this film. 96,000! 96,000 troops! Then we have Facing the Giants, a movie I think I've seen like maybe once, but from what I remember it was pretty good. Not really a movie I would really watch much though. Then we have Labyrinth. This is a classic. I mean, who doesn't love a good fantasy movie, am I right? Then Wonder. Such a lighthearted, fun movie. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Honestly, this is such a good movie. One of the movies in this whole collection that I need to rewatch though because it's been a while. Only thing about this film though is that I think it's a little sad, but I still enjoy it. And this is the one DVD in the whole collection that's actually like a TV show, or it's an episode from a TV show or whatever, I think. It's called Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. I remember it being pretty good. I mean, I always was a big fan of Ninja Turtles growing up. Speaking of movies that I need to rewatch, what about Bob? This is honestly quite a good comedy, but I just haven't watched it in a while. I need to make do and finally get to watching it again, because it's good. Then of course, a Pixar movie that's pretty good, not as good as the original, but still pretty good. Finding Dory. I mean, who doesn't like Dory, right? Then this is a movie I might have seen once, but I don't remember ever seeing it. I don't think I have, actually. But it's called Silver Linings Playbook. And I don't know much about it, so we're just gonna move on. And now we got Babe. This is another movie that's pretty sad, but it's so good. Alright, now, Flight of the Navigator. Welcome, Earthlings. And of course, we got this 2 DVD collection of the first 2 Ghostbusters movies. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Then we got School of Rock. Honestly, a movie I really love. I watch it from time to time, and I would arguably say it's Jack Black's best film. Iron Man 2. I'd probably say the first Iron Man film's the best, but Iron Man 2 is still pretty good. I don't think it's terrible like some people say it is. But I'm also a sucker for most Marvel movies. And speaking of Marvel, next we have Shang-Chi. Ooh, this is a really good movie. And has some comedy in it as well. Quite enjoyable. Annie. Another movie musical that I honestly really love. I think it's one of the best out there for sure. I feel like it doesn't get enough love though. I mean, just look at it. Even the DVD looks wonderful, I think. And then, another good comedy. This one's a dark comedy though. Throw Mama from the Train. Really good in my opinion. But I also really like these actors in this film. I mean, Danny DeVito, Billy Crystal, both of them are a great duo. Toy Story 4. I'd say the first 3 Toy Stories were better, but I do love the Toy Story franchise. And even this movie I don't think is all that bad. But I can't believe they're making a Toy Story 5. That's crazy. Then there's The Sandlot. A good summer, feel-good movie. Finish off the first row 2-film collection for the Addams Family. I'd say the first Addams Family is better, but even the second one's pretty decent. Alright, now starting off the second row, we have another movie musical, Newsies. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, to be honest. I think the Broadway show is better. But I've seen the movie before. It's alright. Then there's Matilda. This is a good movie. A sweet film from the 90s. Kind of brings back nostalgia. The Phantom of the Opera. I'd say, similar to Newsies, I'd say the Broadway recording's better, but the movie is actually still pretty decent. I'd say it's better than the Newsies movie. Then we have Elvis. Honestly, this made me like Elvis more, because I used to not be a big Elvis fan, but This movie did it for me. Alright, then coming up we have Because of Winn-Dixie. Pretty good movie. Not much to say about it though, to be honest. Then we have Mickey's Magical Christmas. A good movie to enjoy during Christmas time. I mean, who doesn't live Mickey Mouse, right? So that was a bad impression of Mickey Mouse. I've done better. Spirit. This is a DreamWorks movie I kind of forgot about, to be honest. I remember it being pretty good, but I just haven't seen it in a while. And then lastly, for this row, is Peter Pan. A Disney classic. I mean, everybody remembers Captain Hook, right? And the fairy. And the crocodile. I mean, everything. But then lastly, for this row, we have a Darth Vader helmet. Doesn't that look cool? I showed it in another video, but thought I would show it again. But now, this row, we have this cool fish tank Lego set. Isn't that epic? And I love the orange one because he looks a lot like Nemo in my opinion. Oh, and that one looks like Dory too over there. Yep. Starting off this row, we have Troop Beverly Hills. Pretty good movie. I like the Beverly Hills vibes from it. And I think California's a good state, in my opinion. Next is Charlotte's Web. Not the live-action movie, the animated one. The live-action movie's better. Animated movie's alright. Not much to say about it. The Blind Side. Such an underrated sports film. Honestly, I think it's one of the best sports movies out there. Honestly, really love it. And it tells a good story, too. It's based on a true story. So it makes sense. The Wizard of Oz. We'll have to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because of everything he does. The Tale of Despero. Pretty good. Don't remember it super well, but I'm sure it's a movie I'll probably see again someday. I'd imagine. Jungle Cruise. Ooh. I honestly liked this movie. I don't know why people hated it. The Smurfs. The True Blue Friends. Honestly, a good cartoon. There's a new Smurfs movie coming out. I'm not super interested in it because I don't love the movies as much, but the cartoon slaps. And then ending off this row, we have Bedtime Stories. Such a sweet movie coming from Adam Sandler. And lastly from this row, Super Buddies. I used to love this movie. I don't know why, but I just did. I think just because I've always been a big comic book fan. But then, alright, starting off this row now. It includes this really awesome looking blue Tesla. Just look at that beauty. I've always wanted a blue Tesla. And you can see the inside of it too. You see, there's the seats right there. But anyways, we have Lilo and Stitch. I'm excited for the new live-action movie. Well, not really. I don't know why I said that. But it will hopefully be good. Another anime movie from a different company, from Illumination actually, it's Sing. I used to love this movie. Haven't seen it in a while though. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen. Not as good as the first Transformers movie, but it's not the worst Transformers movie. I'd probably say the worst Transformers is The Last Night. Milo and Otis. Pretty good movie. I'd say it's probably second to Babe in terms of animal movies. Speaking of animal movies, we have a bunch here. Return to Neverland. It includes animals, but other stuff than just that. And then The Lady and the Tramp. I'm a big dog person, just in case you didn't know, so kind of up my alley. Even though I like Aristocats, but I don't have that DVD. Space Buddies. I really loved most of the Buddies films. Even though I'd probably say the superhero one was my favorite growing up. Short Circuit, an 80s classic. I mean, Steve Guttenberg's a pretty good actor. Then continuing with the Disney, we have The Lion King. Honestly, one of the best Disney movies that have ever existed. Now, a very light-hearted movie again is Corduroy. I think it's quite a sweet film. I enjoy it, especially when I was little. Another Disney movie, Aladdin. Another good one. Probably say The Lion King is better, but this one ain't bad. Actually, Aladdin's quite good, but I'd say Lion King's like probably the best one. Anyways, enough talking. Back to it. Muppets Most Wanted. This might be a hot take, but this was always my favorite Muppets film. I think I just love the spy espionage mystery to it. Speaking of fairy, Tinkerbell. Like I was talking about that earlier. Ooh, really good Marvel movie, Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Sucks that he's gone. I still can't believe it. But then we have the two Curious George movies. The first Curious George and the second one. Honestly, I remember the second one more, weirdly enough. But I was always a big Curious George film, especially the show. And then we have Dolphin Tale. Pretty good one. The Smurfs 2. Not the best Smurfs movie, but I don't think it's terrible. Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. Honestly love all the Harry Potter movies. Who chose to save you, Potter? Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties. Another character I used to really love as a little kid, and I still have a sweet spot for Garfield. Gremlins. Honestly, this might be a hot take, but I hope we get a Gremlins 3. Honestly would love it. It's one of the few franchises that I think actually deserves another sequel. Despicable Me, Minion Madness, so it's like 3 mini Minions movies. I mean, who doesn't love the Minions, right? Molly and Me, a good Owen Wilson film. And then ending this row, we have The Incredibles. Pretty decent Pixar movie. I'd say it's between Toy Story and Ratatouille being my favorite Pixar film. On a good day, I'd probably say Ratatouille, though. And then finally, the very last row. And we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Logic Rules. I used to really like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid films. I think the first animated one was pretty good too, though. But this is live action. Then, talk about Harry Potter again. We have this Harry Potter History of Magic thing. It's kind of like a behind-the-scenes featurette type of thing, I think. Haven't watched yet, but it looks like it's pretty cool. I mean, look at that phoenix, though. Doesn't that look fire or what? Like, wow. Then we have 2 movies I honestly really love. And they're good family-friendly movies. The 2 Paddington movies. Paddington and Paddington 2. Honestly, love both. And this is the second one, if you want a good look at it. I like the neon cover for the second one a lot, though. Yeah. And can't wait for Paddington 3 for sure. Definitely. Then next we have 9 to 5. Honestly, love Dolly Parton, but I did not really care for this movie, honestly. And I like the song too, it's just the movie was kind of a little much for me. Then we have a movie that I honestly really like that isn't super well known, unfortunately, but it stars Macaulay Culkin. It's The Pagemaster. It's a really interesting story. Part of it is in live action and then part of it is in animated, even though most of it isn't animated, believe it or not. And it's kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine. It was in a video I did about guilty pleasures, believe it or not. Then we have both Happy Feet 1 and 2 in this 2 film collection. I'd say the first Happy Feet is probably better, but I don't know. Been a long time. Then we have Transformers: Dark of the Moon. Honestly, probably one of the best Transformers movies, along with the first film. Even though the whole Michael Bay Transformers franchise is quite a mess, as we all know. And then continuing with Pixar, we have A Bug's Life. Not a bad movie. I do love the stuff that they have at Disney World, though, with A Bug's Life. And then a movie I was just talking about, like a little bit ago, The Aristocats. I enjoy this film. Then we have Spirited Away. This was, fun fact, the first anime movie I've ever seen in my life. And the only one I've seen so far, believe it or not. First and only. Then another Disney movie, The Rescuers. Not much to say about it. The story's kind of dark, surprisingly. But it has its fair share of moments. Then there's the Maleficent. There's a sequel, I've never seen it though. But it's been a while since I've seen the first film even. And then we have Open Season. Pretty wacky film about animals. I didn't realize this, but I surprisingly have a lot of movies about animals. This is an 80s classic, The Goonies. I mean, who doesn't love The Goonies? Hey, you guys! Then we have The Outsiders. I rewatched this movie actually pretty recently, like a year or two ago maybe, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I did previously. But then the last Blu-ray or DVD we have is the full collection of all 8 Harry Potter films. And honestly, I think all 8 Harry Potter movies are perfect. Like, I love each and every one of them. One of the few franchises where every movie is great. Eat slugs! Well, that would do it for my Blu-ray and DVD collection of 2025. Next time I do this will probably be a year from now, because I like doing this yearly. Unless I decide to do an unboxing of a DVD or something, but I usually don't do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably going to be the longest video on my channel, surprisingly, which I didn't think was going to happen at all, but it happens when you get more and more Blu-rays and DVDs and items and things, and move things around. But that's it, folks. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. See you guys later. Bye.